You can see that. And I just want to also say, this has been recorded so that if you know, we'll send it to you and you can look at it again if you want to. So we're here to talk about the Studio Art Certificate program. Okay, so the Studio Art Certificate is an opportunity to just focus on your art. It's not, it's you take studio art classes, you take, printmaking, painting, drawing, photography, really anything you want that interests you, and put it together and make it your own. So you dive deep into it. You could take only drawing type classes, only painting, that kind of thing. So you can use it to develop a portfolio, to apply for residencies, grants, or degree programs. You learn to look at things in a different way. You develop your visual skills, and you can apply those skills to areas in your life. And when you are focused in this way, you kind of become more a part of the community. So the program can be completed in 9 months or 1 year, but there's no pressure to finish in the 9 months. You can take a class now, go away, do things, come back and take another class, and over time you can get a certificate. There's no rush to do it. Here's an example of like a pathway, like a schedule. So somebody's focused on mostly on the 2D side, drawing, printmaking, painting. So you'll see here a drawing class and a studio arts capstone. So the drawing and the studio are required, just one beginner drawing class. And also at the very end, after you've taken all your various classes, you pull it all together with a capstone. And that's kind of, in that class, you learn to talk about what you're doing. Like you think about it more, and you talk about it more, so that you're not just taking classes and throwing them together, but you kind of pull it all together at the end. So there's the structure I was just discussing. It's 8 7-week classes. A beginning drawing class is required. The studio arts capstone is required, and anything else, and the rest of it, you just do whatever you want. A mix of 7-week classes and full semester classes, nothing shorter than 7 weeks. And we have, you can't, if you're interested in, for example, in interior design, you could take an interior design class and apply it to this certificate, but you couldn't be in the certificate for studio arts and also in interior design. That's the only thing. You'd have to pick one or the other. So to enroll, there's no application, you don't submit anything. You can start totally from scratch. You could have no experience drawing, take a beginning drawing class and just get going from there. So there's a category in our catalog called Studio Arts Certificate and Studio Arts, and you just go to that catalog, that area, and it shows you a list of classes that can apply to it. But you can also choose other classes that are not under there. You just have to let us know that you want to do that. So I'll show you a visual of this, since we're all visual people, and you'll see a picture of what I'm talking about here. But if you've taken a class, even in spring 2024, that's when this program started, that can go towards your certificate. So if you've been taking classes since spring 2024, then it can all roll towards it. It can't be before, because this program didn't exist. So this is how you do it. Go to the Studio Arts section. That's it. Click on that, and then you'll see lots of classes listed. You pick one, you go to it, and if you want to do the certificate, you choose the workshop and enroll in certificate program. It doesn't cost anything different. It still registers you in the same way. It's just that this way we know that you want to be in the certificate program. So there's, you could also if you decide to just do the workshop and then later on you decide to be a certificate, totally fine, no big deal. So this one quickly runs over the costs. We have, these are the current prices for 7-week classes, the 600, 630, or 670. And full semester classes are usually 1575. So some classes are online, some are in person. So you should look at the description carefully to see what you're signing up for. Because if you're in Colorado, you don't want to sign up for an in-person class. So this shows you the total cost of the whole thing. So if you took 8 7-week classes, 4,800, 4 full semester classes, 6,300, and you just pay for each class as you register. So there's no aid for it. But on the other hand, you just do it at your own pace. Take it as you go. It could take you years to finish. There's no pressure one way or the other. It just depends on your goals. If you want to develop a portfolio to apply to something, then you have much more of a fire to finish within a certain time period. But if it's a long-term goal, then you take your time and do it. So there's a nice plus to it, because when you're focused on it in this way and not just passing through, then you can get into what else is on offer at the college. And in the summer, the MFA program, the graduate program, has a summer lecture series, which we'll hear about, and the MassArt community can go to it. Our teachers are experienced artists. There are public talks on campus that you can pay attention to, and exhibitions at the MassArt Museum. There are facilities on campus which you access while you're taking a class. There's drop-in drawing sessions in the fall and spring. You can borrow books, go to the museum with your ID, the fitness center, all those things. It's just, I think when you decide that you're going to do something that's be more focused and committed, then these things, then you start to pay attention to what other stuff you can do and what else is there for you. And we hope that you'll take advantage of it. So that's really what it's all about. I can stop sharing now. And if you have any questions, please put them in the chat or the Q&A box. And if you don't want to ask questions now, you can always just write to us. Oh, here's a question. I think we can stop recording now. These classes